the side of H2K can actually catch them off guard because of the fact that H2K are, again, banking on this duo sort of protection of mid plus AD carry.
All right, it's time for you guys to chime in after you've heard us and what we had to say. Go ahead.
This early jungle swap or this lane swap has played out. H2K actually have impressed me with their early game decision making. About 3 weeks ago, they also did a buddy system start, which led to Odoamne and Lulix doing a 4.5-minute tower dive in the bottom lane against, I can't remember who exactly, but it was something that was very smart to see, that they took advantage of the scenario, they read where their opponents were, and
backing away. Yarnan's still staying very safe in here, so a lot of time is spent by Yanko.
Oh, not anymore. Yanko's
there we go. The flash forward. They're going to try the 1-2 combo on him, the claw, to close the distance. Teleport coming in, but Yarnan is going down for first blood, and it's canceled by Overpower.
Yeah, flash. Got the makings of a DFG, albeit it's not in the game. And Dragon number 2 goes to H2K, also uncontested.
Yeah, not only
that. We'll see if this tower dive works out, because Odoamne's got a point-and-click route.
Yes, he does. He's going to use it right there. Overpow taken down to half his HP, throws down the tomb on himself. And Odoamne is perfectly fine to tank that tower shot up. Gets out, and they take down
Odoamne. He might get chopped down.
Well, yeah, you mentioned going, well, okay, I'll talk about my point in just a minute, because Odoamne could be in some serious trouble. Going to Twisted Advance onto Overpow, trying to make his great escape, but there are just too many members of Roccat here. And Yankos is going to get himself a kill. 30 seconds on the Dragon right now.
Denied, has been taken out. There's tunnels.
Big range Dark Binding, but Nuke Duck coming in after the fact, and there's a teleport now. Odoamne is going to spend it. They're going to look to chase down Nuke Duck. He's got no tower to fall back to, and they're just going to try to pop both of them. They're going to get one, get two. That's taken down Nuke Duck. Odoamne getting the credit. Lulix now in some trouble as he got the Frozen Tomb on Woolite, trying to stay alive. He's going to manage it, but Vander is now in some trouble himself. A jungler from,
trying to chase the Dark Binding. With Rend, it's Rend versus Smite. We need to see if Yankos decides to commit. He's got no flash to get out, and he does decide to back.
There we go. There was so many spears sticking inside of that Dragon. Doesn't have...
It's a Fnatic Giants. You see towers being traded. They've caught Lulix, but this could get risky. How quick can H2K reply?
Oh, I can't get out of there in time, at least. Odoamne was moving around, but yeah, they've started to try and collapse on him here. Here we go. Up again, but Roccat are here, and they are ready to take the fight. It's going pretty low. They're going to actually turn on to Yankos, who's going to go in, tries to get it down, but the Rend procs, they've got him juke. Lulix, though, a little bit low on this one. Who's going to go down first? It looks like it's going to be Yankos, shortly followed by Overpow. H2K, Kasing, going to get pulled in. They're going to send him out onto Woolite. Odoamne was already there, but he's taken down Kasing. It is a 2-for-1 trade, but H2K have their 4th Dragon to none. Nuke Duck, he himself is going to be given away by himself. Nearly picks up Kasing. I wasn't even saying the right thing there. Odoamne going to get the jump on now. Nuke Duck himself getting popped. And that is a very quick tree when he wants to get rolling. Thanks to that.
And look at Roccat. They're just keeping the Dragon tagged.
Oh, they're stacking up. Who's going to get it, though? It looks like it's going to go over Dragon number 5 to H2K as Lulix gets the smite down, and they immediately take out Yankos. Roccat in full retreat. There are minions pushing on that tower, but they're not worried about it right now. They are looking for these kills. Ryu dashing in and able to get a bit of a tag here. Vander isolated, and that is going to be him going down. It's going to go over to Ryu. 2 for none. Dragon number 5.
Yeah, never gonna... I think
admittedly they didn't give up as much as they could have. They didn't lose a massive
yes,
just got a couple of them picked off, but playing so safe can only get you so far. Peeling off the Baron right now. Overpow coming up with a pick onto Ryu. Nuke Dog also down in this one. However, the Baron is going to get picked up by H2K, and they're going to clean up everyone but Vander taken off the board for the price of 1 fox.
And the game is very interesting because Roccat have not made mistakes. They've just not gone in. They are now, though.
Yeah, they're certainly going to try, but is it too little, too late? Overpow goes in, throws down the Zanya's Hourglass. Odoamne tanking up so much, and there is H2K turning on the gas. Yarnan coming up with a double. Can he get more? He's going to tag in. Ryu gets one more pickup onto Woolite. 3 kills, 4 none. Inhibitor is going down here. 33 minutes into the game. H2K looking to close this one out.
They're going to close this out, Pyro. They're on the Nexus turrets.
Yep, and they're looking for even more kills. No thank you, says Nuke Duck, who just hides in the safety of his fountain, but it won't save the game. Nexus turrets falling. The Nexus itself, desperate attempt, will not happen as Roccat goes down. H2K come up with another victory.
5-0. H2K undefeated with Kasing. The roster swap from 3 weeks ago is working out. And this is such a weird game because I don't feel that Roccat made mistakes in individual play. I feel that their shot calling is what let them down. I don't feel like they pushed the map. I don't feel they pushed dragons. And this is a non-conventional game because it was so even for so long. It was only the dragons, that was it. But you can't give a team 5 dragons and expect to still win.
I agree, and this has been Rocket's problem for a while, is that they can last a while, they can stall, but they're just not proactive in those calls. And H2K took full advantage of that. You could see that, big smiles on their faces. And yes, since Kasing, undefeated, well played, but Roccat have a lot to think about.
Yeah, you contrast this game to last week. Roccat were able to punish elements. I mean, those are very serious faces from the guys, but it was a one-sided game from the Dragon control, and that was it. Everything else was even.
Yeah,
even CS.
Even 31 minutes.
No, there were even kills up until those last couple of fights. And just to contrast that game versus last week against Elements, Kevin made some poor calls on the map, and Roccat punished it. They dove him, they pushed him, they played the map, and they forced objectives. Today they were like, okay, we'll wait till the dragon fight, we'll win a dragon fight, and then we'll be back in the game. They didn't win that fight, and then it was like, well, we don't really have anything else now.
Yeah, and this is, of course, against a team that's going to push you in and pressure you for those objectives, deny so much vision, as opposed to what Elements has been showing us so far. So, yeah, against this team that is much more proactive, against a team that has that shot calling that says, okay, we can go in, but it's going to be for the purpose of pushing them off. We don't really want to take a dedicated fight unless they get too far forward. Roccat played it safe, and they just got edged out. There really wasn't anything else to say about it.
And for the second time today, Kalista was given time to scale. You know, we talk about top lane Aurelias, we talk about top lane champions being camped or being put into a position where you can delay the item spikes. You know, against Aurelia, you want to stop the Trinity Force. Against Kassadin, you want to delay the Rod of Ages, etc., etc. Against Kalista, she has a relatively weak laning phase against certain matchups, and there's just been no pressure. There was absolutely no threat on Hyanin. He went 3-1-7. He had 50